Hey everyone, Susie here, and today we're playing a Watcher of Realms. For today's video, it's time for me to summon, and we can talk about this a bit, but there's actually a lot to consider. For a lot of people, I would say don't summon anything now. Wait, but let's talk about why. Alright, so obviously the wait till Friday talk to do the whole pity swapping with a limited like usual, well that's here, right? But this decision for some people could be worth waiting for. I was just gonna select Draylin because it's my only unowned hero, right? But it's my only unowned hero. So I actually took a step back and had to think about this some more. So obviously we have 17 days of this banner and this banner, right? So you don't have to make this decision now. So what I mean is we are going to experience 2 full weekends more of summoning events, right? We have this weekend and then we have whatever's coming up, 2 more full weekends of events. So while nothing has been officially confirmed, what if what you summon for next weekend or Black Friday, we know they're going to give us good stuff on Black Friday. What if that affects your choice on here? What if you're only missing a few characters or your favorite character that you're missing comes up on another banner? Or in my case, if there's a nascent summoning banner coming soon, Draylin is my guarantee for a nascent summoning banner. So, does it even make sense to pick them? Can I be patient and wait for a nascent banner because I know 100% who I'm getting? Maybe. Maybe that's the smart decision, is to save Draylin for a nascent banner and then pick the best hero awakening I really need for my account now and put that with Van Helsing. Now, do I want that hero awakening? No, I want Van Helsing. So my goal is not to get a hero awakening. My goal is to get Van Helsing. But worst case scenario, who do I need an awakening for the most? That's a question to think about as well. Now, I have people like Beelzebub that are so important and so impactful, and he has no awakenings for me. That might be worth it for me, getting an awakening for one of the best heroes, right? Increase the magic vulnerability. I'm trying to think who else is really... I don't know. It's such a hard debate because, I mean, I could just get... I could put Draylin. No, because then I'd lose the guarantee. All right, Yuri. Yuri's really good. Adding the stun to Yuri wouldn't be so bad, but... oh, it's so hard. Airless. Amazing. Top tier. Support now. Don't have any awakenings for her yet. That might be a smart one too. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is going to be my little debate here for an awakening. Maybe Airless, because she's so helpful as well. And she's someone that you're going to use everywhere. Other content, like PvE content, she could be the support everywhere. She could be PvP support. Arena, you know, that kind of stuff is very helpful. Or not Arena, sorry, Guild War, I mean. But yeah, maybe Arena, who knows. Or our new girl, Valise. I don't know if the chance to inflict stun, again, I don't really necessarily like that as like the bonus. But it's helpful in some cases, depending on which boss content we're using them. Or, oh my god, Numera. I have yet to get a Numera A1, and I always forget about this massive ultimate damage increase when it comes to Numera. I always would think, oh, who cares about her guaranteed crit? But it's more than that. It's this huge ultimate boost. And who is completely guilty of not using the summon or the poison heroes yet? Me. I don't have Nastia though, so that's been part of the reason. So this is just something I wanted to take a moment and talk about. Neja is another good one if you need awakenings for. I'm gonna wait. I have awakened 2 or 3 for him already. Oh, I awakened 1. Oh, yeah. I mean, getting dupes of him would not be bad, but I already have an awakened 1. I'll probably just pause there. Damn, I don't know who my choice is at this split second, but I'm gonna make a choice here. in a moment. So that's one thing to consider. Now, there's another thing to consider, and there's a reason I'm not going to rush into doing summons, because I want to make sure you guys think about this stuff too before you make the summoning decision like I'm about to make today. Spiritual altar, we have 4 full days to do this event, right? Okay, cool, it's a normal event, and then it's not, and then it's insane. Vlad's Impaler. We have free copies of his artifact along the way. And look at all these ancients and summoning or skill crystals. And diamonds along the way. Holy moly. So depending on how much you actually summon this weekend, you can get an artifact maxed out. And I really don't want to hear the argument of we don't need their artifacts because we got these things. You should not be using these mythic artifact essences willy-nilly. These are huge. If you get like a Valara and her artifact and you want to max out someone like her artifact, that's where these go, somewhere special. Although technically you could say these are special because they're limited time characters, blah, blah, blah. But they're not so insane where you must get their exclusive artifacts. I want to save these essences for the best heroes in the game. Maybe ones that are I just can't seem to pull their artifacts no matter how hard I try. Or what? A Lady Alexandra. What if I ever decide to get her and I have her artifact already sitting there waiting? What if I want to max that out? That's going to be saved for those. I'm not going to use them on a character that's okay from the collab, right? So I like the idea of summoning soon to get these rewards. But again, with all of the summoning, we have to do it wisely. So if you're not sure who you should pick here, or if you're not the kind of person that just must summon to get out of your system, or hell, if you're not a spender, and I'm not right now a spender, I need to save my money. I can't afford to do a bunch of spending. I'm not spending for this event. I think it's best to wait. Wait at least a week, see what's happening, see what you pull next weekend before you even decide who to pull here. We still have plenty of time to do the pity swapping. And definitely just don't worry about this banner. I mean, again, Magda, Lord Phineas are great, but I know some people really want a Magda on their account, so they might pull for her. I could see that, but meh. But definitely, I would save your divines. Save the divines. There could be much better stuff coming. And here could be much better stuff coming too that we don't know how that's going to affect this decision. It's just a really important conversation that I wanted to pause and remind people there's 16 days. You don't have to do it now. Now, what I do have to do now is something else you might be forgetting. Your weekly quests. If you don't do a 10 pull of summons once every weekly rotation here, you're stuck with not getting these extra rewards. So you could weigh your options. I think it's okay to do a 10 pull and stop. In general, just your random weekly 10 pull. Just don't forget this is going to hang you up for this whole thing resetting. So I would do at least a 10 pull today regardless, and then decide to wait. But I think in my case, I don't need to wait because my decision of what to do here is based around me really hoping to get Van Helsing anyway versus whoever I put with him. So I want Van Helsing and I want Mina, so there's no reason for me to wait because I've made the decision that I'm not going to put Draylid on this, even though it's my only unowned character, because it's a 100% guarantee whenever there is the next nascent banner. I mean, we have the opportunity to wait for 2 weeks. 2 weeks before doing that. Right? Okay. So I know, I'm sorry that this was a bit of a long conversation here, but this is a big decision for a lot of people. And I think if you're like me and you only have one hero you're missing, do not put them on this. I realize that is a bad choice because of the nascent summons that always come around again at some point. As long as you can play patiently, there's no reason to waste your 100% guarantee to get a character. Just to hope you get that character. And then you get that character now, and then what? And Nascent comes, and I have literally no one to pick when I could have had a guarantee. For me, that just feels bad, right? It feels bad. Now, when it comes to this situation here, I would say we know Lady Mina has potential, and she's got an interesting kit, and maybe we're just not using her correctly, or maybe they just need to do some small tweaks with some buffs to make her perfect. I still don't think it's worth doing multiple copies of her, and we know how much of a headache that can be. Trying to chase copies of limited heroes on this banner, it just feels bad every time. So, I think if you're going to summon today, do the pity swapping between these two banners. And wait for tomorrow. My final suggestion regarding summoning is when it comes to this, we know that there's going to be something attached to doing 90 summons and getting Dracula. If you have more than 90 summons for Ancients, get your Dracula, then stop. Just get him and stop. And if you don't have your 90 summons, you're not sure you're going to have enough to guarantee getting him in the first place, then don't do any summons, because again, we have multiple weeks. We have until the 30th of the month. Let's see what Ancient banners come in a week or two. Probably next week there would be none, I'm guessing, or maybe a basic one because there's something special now. But what about in 2 weeks? What's then? Or 3 weeks? What's then? Or whatever it is, 2 weeks. 2 weeks, sorry. That might have a huge impact on where you want to summon. You might decide to skip him entirely, especially if you already have Volderon and you don't care too much about the collab. But if you're a collector like I am, you're probably going to want to get one copy of him, which is what I'm planning to do for summoning tomorrow. I'm just going to summon 90, get Dracula, and stop and be happy, and move on for my Ancients and save any else extra that I get over the next course of the couple weeks for future banners. I don't need more copies of Alderon right now. It's not a big deal. I hope I don't pull him. I hope I can save for something new and exciting or another special banner. But alright guys, this was my discussion. So instead of making my summons right now and posting my summoning video right now, I wanted to make this video discussing the options because the should you summon debate continues. And while I know some people have already summoned yesterday on this banner and it's too late to change your mind, it might affect how much you summon or not for this banner in making that choice of who to pick. So I'm hoping some people see this video early and they take a pause and they really think about this who to pick banner, because I think you should wait to make your decision unless you have a ton of options that are amazing options to choose from and you can't really lose either way.